strange addiction.
Yeah.
I had a strange addiction.
Wait,
too.
how old were you?
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I just grew out of that maybe like 3 years ago.
What's the most challenging thing you've gone through?
Probably having to move to Nebraska was really tough for me. Looking back, it's just.
So why did you have to move to Nebraska? So you were there from 8 to 20.
Yes.
So tell me about that whole experience.
So I had to move to Nebraska because I was being abused, and it was
like physically or sexually? Okay.
Physically abused. And my dad took full custody of me. So, and he lived in Nebraska. My dad went to school. Both my parents are Bronx, born and raised. Most of my family is from New York. So, but my dad was like a basketball star and went to Nebraska for college, and then he was supposed to come back but settled down there, and so when he got custody of me, that's where I had to move. So that was really tough because that was like Nebraska is isolating. I didn't have any family out there. It was just me and my dad was a boy. Like, my parents had me when my mom was 17, my dad was 19.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when I was 8, too much math, but I'm gonna say, I'm pretty sure my dad was my age right now. Like, no, bad math, but he was young. Yeah. Like probably 30 or something, not old enough. Like, it's hard. I don't know how to explain it, but just it's hard to be separated from family and to have no real closure or therapy from the situation that I had been through before, and then to move in with a single black man just trying to get on his feet, in a predominantly white, or I can't even say predominantly, it was all white. We was the only black people in town. Like, I was the only black kid in, like, black, like, not to take away from anybody lighter. It's all black, but, like, I am black. Like, hair, navy. I mean, my dad, he's a man, like, so he didn't really know how to groom a woman. Like, he's a man's man, like, so that was hard, just being black around a bunch of ignorant white people. And not all of them were ignorant, I'll say that, but a lot of them were ignorant. Adults, children. That was hard. That was really hard.
So what's the hardest conversation you've ever had to have?
Hardest conversation. I don't think it's happening yet. It probably has, but I have some conversations that need to be had that are probably going to be harder for me than I've had to deal with so far. So I don't think it's happening yet. But in my mind, I'm thinking holding your parents accountable for their actions and how their actions affect you is a conversation that I've had a little bit with my mom, but when you, like, but not to a degree where it's like where you really have to hold your parents accountable,
Yeah.
And it's going to happen, and that's going to be a hard conversation because you walk through life harboring shit that your parents did for so long that when you finally have that conversation, I feel like it's going to be one for the books.
Right.
When I finally get to that point.
Tell a story about a specific time in your life when you felt like you were treated differently because of your appearance or judged based on who people see you are on the outside.
My whole childhood, basically. Like I said, I was the only black kid, nappy hair, my mom wasn't white, so I was just black in a white dominated town in Nebraska. And as she said, no one understood. My lips was big as hell. It was been like this my whole damn life. So it's like I always got made fun of my lips or my hair or, like I said, I was raised by a single father. So it's like he trying to grow up. I'm trying to grow up. Plus I had 2 other sisters. My dad just had a lot going on. So it's like not all the time I looked, up to standard or, but even when I was on point, because my mom helped me out a lot, when I was fresh, but when I wasn't. And as we know, being black in a black community, you always have to look good. But being black in a white community is a different type. Like, it's a different type. Because even if I did look good, they would have still judged me.
Right.
My hair be done, but I'm still black. And I still look like this. My lips are still big. My hair is still nappy. My skin is still chocolatey as hell. So it's like, yeah. And I always got treated different. No boys was trying to holler at me. All my friends had boyfriends or, even though when we would go out of town, the black dudes would be like, my friends would go out with a bun on their head, some sweatpants, and, the black men they wasn't looking at me, they was looking at Lauren. I actually have a best friend anymore. But it's the truth.
Yeah.
So I'm used to being treated different.
Yeah. Do you have any weird habits?
Yes. So I don't anymore. I don't do this anymore, but I went through a phase where I loved eating tissue.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, that's like that show.
Yes, I had a strange addiction.
Yeah.
I had a strange addiction.
Wait,
too.
how old were you?
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I just grew out of that maybe like 3 years ago. But I think my grandma used to do it too. But it's just like something about like, it sounds weird, but like a napkin or something, I would just be nibbling on that joint. Sometimes I be. Sometimes I'm triggered when I like open the straw. I'll be like, when you gotta
Did I eat that?
You gotta rip the paper off the straw. I'll be like, oh Lord, triggered.
You're like, don't eat it.
3 years clean. I'm 3 years clean off the napkins.
Get the fuck out of here.
Tearing off the paper from the straw, like, oh, let me use my hand.
Are you serious? I love you. Oh my God.
It was weird. And you could, and it'd be like a specific toilet tissue I like, it was a problem.
Wait,
I don't know. Yes.
How did this start?
I don't know.
So you've just done this your entire life until 3 years ago?
I swear. I might be exaggerating.
And you
on 3
literally
years.
like swallow it.
Swallowed it. It was.
And did you ever get sick?
Never.
Was it ever like in your poop? Like, did you ever see remnants of the fact that you were eating paper?
No, because I think it dissolved. And
Wow.
yeah, it was weird. It was a strange addiction that not many people.
So so you would always be in private doing this, or would you be?
Oh no, like people in my past, like
have been like, you eat paper.
Yeah, like they would be like, all right, Kahdesha, enough napkins. Like it. Like I would be at a table at my friend's house and just be like eating napkins. I'd be like, what the hell? They'd be like, what the hell? And then my family would be like that too. Like, Kahdesha, why are you? And it'd be like the cheap kind. I didn't like the little 3-ply little tissue. I needed
you didn't like the
no, I like it.
count.
No, I needed the. I need the cheap, the Dollar General, the dissolve in your mouth.
Oh my god!
I've been forgetting about that strange addiction, but yeah,
yo,
because it's been so long.
Much. I cannot thank you enough for saying that on camera.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I used to tear up some napkins.
Oh my god, that's amazing. So everybody else with strange addictions, now you're not the first one to talk about an actual strange addiction.
Be real about it.
Own it.
Own
it. If you like it, if it's not hurting anybody, if it's not making you sick, whatever. You know?
Right, especially if it's not hurting anybody.
It's not hurting anybody. It's not making anyone sick. It's your thing. Do your thing.
Yeah, it was a thing.
And you go, girl. You go.
I'm delivered now, y'all.
It's so funny. 3 years clean off the net.